this is the way it is now. Are we doing 18 miles again? Yeah, we're trying to. Slamming that thing. I don't have to wait like that, but I prefer to. Something about like jumping out when cars are nearby and move it. Oh, I don't make gloves on. Goddamn. Oh no, let me fix that right now. Then I forgot something. My hands are gonna hurt. Look at the grass. How's that? Better? Alright, now I can go. That was silly. I'm like, why do my hands feel weird? You don't have your gloves on, bro. Oh, that would do it. That would do it. That ass part kind of sucks, but I should be used to it by now. Uphill, what a shock. The very start is uphill. Oh. It's convertible on the hill. It's actually pretty nice out right now. I think we're like mid 70s Fahrenheit, I think. Oh, that's not where that goes, Mark. I must have bumped the rear view thing. Make sure it's set up correctly. I have to be able to look at it in a pinch. Oh, this part sucks. Suddenly out of the vehicle. I had to wait. It's awkward. You get there right when the car does, you're like, well, okay, now who technically goes first here? Thankfully, they let me go. Because and human power. And stopping is rough. There we go. Gears were too high again. It's alright. Saw something that used to be a rabbit there. Didn't want to run over it. What's left of it? Off the side of the road. That's right, everybody. We're at that stoplight. The wind. First part is coming up from the south. Where's it coming from the west? I feel like I'm running into it almost going this way. And this way is west. As you can see by the sun blinding me. I didn't have my sunglasses on, it is. Which I do. I feel like I need darker ones though. This is ridiculous. Car behind me. Very good. Alright, turn right. Motherfucker. Please don't turn right. Don't be that idiot, please. Okay. Turn green anyway. Thank you. Nice. Oh, no one's here at all. This is epic. Look at the empty road. Let's keep it like this on the low ride. Oh, that's great. I did notice before I left, I've been trying to check the wind speed more than once. Because, well, when you're going into the wind, it sucks. Hey, turn signal. No turn signal. That's it. I have to pardon my aggravation with drivers, but my bike as it is in my car. So you're just hearing what I'd be saying if I were in my car, which is that people are idiots on the road. Throwing sand here. Hello. Hello, hello, all you people. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe and all that. I'm sorry I can't read chat very well. I haven't figured out how to fix that. Nice. Peter White, is that you? Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, I'm going into the wind. I hope this isn't messing with the sound too much, but technically the microphone is facing me, so you should be okay. Otherwise it would sound pretty bad when I was going downhill. I can feel it. We're going to be going this way for a while. Leaves are floating around. Yeah. I've only started recently to start biking again. I stopped because I got a scare at that intersection we were at a minute ago. I don't know where the light is. I almost got hit by someone. That kind of spooked me off my bike for a long while. It takes me a while to get over that kind of thing. I would have been fine. I just would have been hurt. I jumped off and had my bike facing the car, so my bike would have gotten busted real bad. And I would have gotten very hurt. That's what I kept thinking about over and over and over and over and over. And I hate that intersection anyway, even in a car. It's got a blind right. You can't see anything to the right unless you shove your face a good couple feet. Or at least a foot or two, which is the same thing. Into the intersection to see. Like you just cannot see traffic coming from the right side. It's one of those little things, specifically on that road, that I want to bring to the state or the town's attention. I don't know who does what. Because you need like a couple mirrors on that road and maybe an extra stop sign. We'll see. We'll see if I want to get involved with local politics. Or state politics. I get it. I don't know which it is. I don't know if the town deals with road stuff like that. Or if it's a state decision. Either way, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Just to impose safety measures, you know? That's the part that sucks. It's obvious to me, as someone who's lived there a while, that I need oil to change. We're getting there. I almost did it. We're doing all downhill coming up though, so we should be okay. This, I hope, is an easier ride than the one we did yesterday. We're doing the same thing, except in reverse. And I did mention on stream yesterday, it recorded properly, but I think it did. It just didn't. Something happened, disconnected or something. So it did record it. It just thought, I think it thought I was still going once I got home. Like for the past 48 hours or whatever it was. 20 hours. 48. Hello. I didn't see that guy was ready to turn. There's a big truck. Oil truck. Maybe. I got a little bit over here. This does keep me cool though. That's a plus. And the sun is technically at the limit where I don't have to worry about it burning me, but I take precautions anyway. My skin is too susceptible. That's where it happens the most. And we're back. Random disconnects, that's fun. Disconnects, that's fun. Doesn't tell me what happened. It just says, oh, reconnect. Doesn't tell me what happened. It just says, oh, reconnecting. Health issues, I'm doing something. I got laundry done today, that's exciting. I had to get laundry today because one of my cycling clothes were dirty. Normally I do laundry on Tuesdays. And then I had to bump it up to today so I could do this ride. Or wear dirty clothes, which wasn't really. I have a strict rule when it comes to what do they call it, fitness wear? They call it sports wear? I don't know. Hello, that's Sugar Key. Yeah. You're welcome. I'm going to try to read that in a second. Right now we're going down a hill. I still haven't been able to test if like chat, buying a super chat or anything works on here that like do dialogue. I don't think it does. I really don't understand how YouTube chat thing. I always had to set something up. Once again, this is probably the windiest ride I've been on so far. So apologies if it sounds pretty wild. Going downhill like this, I have to pedal because I'm being pushed back. Stuck in my head now. Definitely a good time for a ride, I can't admit that. Good time. And my options are morning or evening, or late afternoon. But, what was I saying? I didn't wake up early this morning, so that's that. With my eye, that's great. There we go. Ugh. Hello. Hello. There we go. Feels about right. I'm gonna try to glance the chat real quick. I see meow and then something else, so I can't read it. I try not to read chat if there are cars nearby. Being on the main road that's near the highway, that's a problem. And we're riding, yes, thank you. I got it. It takes a minute, but I'll see it eventually. That view again. You won't be able to see it as well as last time because, well, even with my best attempt, I can't get this thing to go high enough. It stays fairly close to my handlebars. And you did tell me, I think Kathy told me yesterday, you pick up the wind real hard because the microphone's facing away from you. Unfortunately. Otherwise it'd be cool. There's a possibility of getting a GoPro someday. Using my phone like this is great, but I can't read chat. It's not a major problem now, but in the future maybe. If this gets popular in some weird way, that'd be fantastic. Alright, we're starting to head downhill. I don't have to do anything. Crank up to the highest setting. There we go. Now we're cruising. Oh, I see a small shadow stuff. I didn't hear anything though. My sound's all the way up too. Thank you. Got some of that sugar, kitty? Endless generosity. Elements didn't. Oh, now I'm just blind by stuff again. I guess you're trying to say it didn't work, which I guess not. Hey. I'm saying that about the wind, by the way. Perfectly fine as far as pedaling. We got a long way to go. We've only got about 4 miles, give or take, because this is the route I do 2 to 3 times a week on occasion. Can't really afford 3 times a week these days, unfortunately. Fitness classes are expensive. It's like $35 per, something like that. Studio. That's what officially is called, I think. Fitness studio. It is not a gym. It is not that big. It might be a gym someday. But it isn't yet. Oh, the wind's even worse down here. I'm right near the water. Alright, I can't look at chat because I'm getting a glare. Will be good if it stays there. Let me just pause for a moment and read it. Doesn't bother me. Stream elements didn't do anything, so here the super chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Ricky. We'll do the thumb and the heart, so I saw it. Thank you. Yeah. the stuff on my normal streams is something I had to set up, which is why I was wondering about super chats if they were doing voice, but I don't think they do that automatically. I think it makes a noise. But you still have to read it. So that's why it doesn't work. If I could set that up on my phone, that'd be great. I don't know how. I don't know if it'd be something else running in the background, draining my battery. Speaking of, we still need to get a battery at some point. I just tap my phone for a second. So on rides like this that are going to be much longer, I can charge my phone on the go, so we don't lose the connection at some point, which sort of will. My phone was at 99% when I left, and it's doing double duty right now, at least. Hopefully I didn't forget any apps on my phone, but I might have. If they're not closed, that could be an issue. And I can't really check. This is okay, by the way, if you're looking at the road here. The amount of space I have, this is one that's like officially, unofficially, a bicycle route. So as you can see here, there's plenty of space for once. But the problem is the town, or the state, whatever it is, as I said, I don't know, didn't bother to do it for the rest of the road. So that's cool. They did it for just like the main road up until a point. And we're going to pass that point coming up ahead. But we're also going to get off the road, so it's fine. We'll come back to it in a little while. Once again, one of the bummers about not going a ride and doing a stream in the morning is that I can't stop by Groundswell for any food, unfortunately. I did eat before I left, though. It just wasn't much. Peanut butter and jelly, and an apple. I'm a toddler. Actually, I guess it's elementary school or middle school. Anyway, point is, I didn't have time. I did have time, I just didn't use the time wisely. I could have had lunch at like 3 o'clock and I didn't. I had it at 5 because that's when lunch is apparently. When you wake up late. I didn't really get moving until about 10 a.m. And then I ate breakfast late, which means of course I'm going to eat lunch late, which means I'm going to have late dinner. If I even have dinner. I've done that a few times this past week, or last week I should say, where it's just I forget, and at best I have a smoothie to like compensate for it. It's not enough, obviously, but it gets something in my stomach. Especially with protein powder. That's all about. I'm all about protein powder. It feels very strange to say that, but it's true. Alright. We're going to start turning right up here, because as I said, we're just doing the reverse of yesterday. And I did make the choice yesterday to take a slightly quiet, scenic route. But it's long. And if you can see that water up ahead, it's a great pond, I think. Actually, I should know the name of that by now, but I don't. Oh, nice. This car being right in my way is awesome. Right on the turn, too. That's... Anyway, I'm doing the hand signal. Yeah, parking right on the corner. Well, I guess they're not all the way up there, but still, it's neat. Do you have any other individuals up here today? Side note, when I say individuals, I mean morons. Or idiots, actually, because they'll start with I. There you go. These guys aren't too bad. The cars are. saw the fish right there, and I was like, that's a tiny fish. That seems like it isn't really worth the effort. Alright, lowest gear in the second, because we're going up to the nasty turn. Once again, we have this mega mansion up to the right here with a gate. I like to poke my nose in there a little bit. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if you saw it. I don't want to get too close, but you know there's a camera there. You know there's a camera there. That's a weird looking grate. Anyhow, there's a lot of, we're in the expensive neighborhood, or street, part of Tiverton, because Tiverton is populated by mostly white people, older white people who have money, probably have interesting opinions politically. I don't know that. They can be chill. You think of a quiet little town with an epic coffee shop or two, cafes, 3 of them if I think about it right off the bat. Yeah. Not much for groceries though. We have one small grocery store. It's like a small town, small state, I should say, place, and it's really expensive. Like just being in Tiverton, I think it's stupid expensive. Which is why I have to get my groceries in Fall River. I don't know, it's Stop and Shop, baby. Not my first choice, but it's the closest apart from Aldi's, which is not my first choice either. First choice is a small local place called Clements Market, but as I said with the other one, super expensive. No. However, that is where you can get a slice of cake. I really still like a slice of cake. If you didn't see that stream, you missed out on some epic cake. Keiki, as they say in Japan. I think it's not as warm today. Maybe it's just the wind, but last time I did a ride, which I don't remember when that is. That's a problem. I think it was Saturday. It wasn't yesterday. My legs have had a little time to recuperate. We still haven't gotten to the point of like hard to walk around. This is all uphill. God damn it. Oh, come on. First gear does not like to click in properly. That's far away. Hear that sound? This is when I need to put oil on it. That is the gear refusing to shift. I brought it to a bike guy too, but he seems like it's fine. I'm like, I haven't pointed it out specifically. They're like, hey, this thing won't shift. Or trying to go uphill. I don't even know why. Again, I assume it might need some oil. I haven't done that in a while. I don't know much about upkeep for bicycles. I know keep it out of the rain. That's a big one. And keep the spokes oiled properly, which is the part I don't do myself, but I have had it done. I'll get a pile of sand in front of me when there's a car coming up behind me. That's always fun. Although, again, we are in a side road, but it's not kept up very well. It's a pain. Like, look at this. It's falling apart. Literally crumbling. Yeah. And now it's nothing again. You know? Riding the tightrope, everybody. Ugh. Hate it. I can do it. I just hate it. I should poke my nose around here sometime and see how much these houses are. Like there's plenty of neighborhoods I go through that I look around, I'm like, god damn. Look at this one on the right here. That's got to be at least 2 or 3 bedroom. Definitely 2. My parents' house has, technically it's pretty well off. It has 3 rooms and a bathroom upstairs. 2, 3, 4 downstairs. One of them being the kitchen, one of them being the dining room. And then they have a pantry area, so that's kind of what happened. It's like an actual pantry that was built into their house. Oh god. And then they have a bathroom down there too, and a side hallway. And they built a, what do I call it? It's not a patio because it has a cover. A deck? Porch feels about right. Yeah, it's got screening in it, so nothing can get in technically. Things always find a way, but they shouldn't be able to get in there easy. That's a nice place to have just to sit. My bike riders, cute. The lady was fine, but the guy had his cell phone or anybody, so that's just as bad as driving and doing it in a car. No more dangerous, because you go flying in something like this. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Entitled rich white people, why? I don't know if they're rich, but again, the neighborhood I'm riding in right now, I get the feeling they had money. Oh yeah, and they're morons because they didn't have helmets on. There we go. That's always the case, man. Not only is he on his phone riding his bike, he doesn't have a helmet on, so if anything happens, his head will slam onto the ground like a watermelon. And that would be the end of that. Okay. Am I a little overly anxious about things? Maybe. It's still why you wear a helmet. It's not a fashion statement by any means. Fashion statement in saying, like, I'm not an idiot and like my skull staying in one piece, if at all possible. Like and subscribe. I haven't said that in a minute. If you're enjoying our little cruise around town, do it. Tell your friends. Tell the world. This guy rides his bicycle. It's amazing. I feel like on the other side, we were on yesterday, it wasn't as bad as this. This was really messed up on this side. I don't know why. It just feels that way. It looks that way too. There's grass growing out of one of the cracks. The amount of money that's on the street, and they can't afford to fix it properly. Right? They did that thing where they put a little bit of, like, I don't even know what that stuff is, but it's this, like, ceiling goop. Which doesn't really do anything. I've had to use that myself. Because the parking lot I worked at, when business was slow. What's to the left? God. That's a million easily. That's got a freaking lake view. Oh, gosh. It's actually my type of house, except for the size. Because it's got a big ass car. It says no trespassing on it. Nice. It's got this major field here on the left. I haven't actually gone past the property. I look at the house, and now up until here, up even further, this is the property. I want this view. I want to be in trees mostly, or at the very least have a giant amount of property that no one can be on. Trees all around, maybe a lake view, if that's possible. I don't know if I'd love that, because I'm not going to do it or anything, because that's gross. Good stuff for one again. Bike definitely needs oil. I really hope that's the only problem. He did say that my spokes might be a little bent or something like that. Not sure why. I've never took a tumble in this thing, but something was slightly bent. I don't think it was the spokes. He would have told me something more about that, but something was bent. And that could be just knocking into stuff, like I'm not gentle with the bicycle when I put it away. And it has seriously bumped up the hallway. The wall that I kind of put it near has been poked at. It's a soft wall, unfortunately. It's got bumps and scrapes and such. I try not to have that happen anymore, but after a ride, feel loose about it. trying to lift my bike and be like, here, put it back. Ugh. All right, we're coming back to the main road here. This is where I took a left yesterday. But today, we're going straight. There is the possibility of a chocolate milkshake, by the way. That's a thing. It's a thing. Be ready. If it's not busy, I'm going to get one. Well, they might be closed on Mondays. I have no idea. I think it's open all week. Sort of the story about it is that it's open all day, every day. I think. It might just be open late. I don't know for certain. It's like a place in Four Quarters that doesn't say, it doesn't close till, I don't know, 9, 10 maybe. That's absurd for this town, by the way. But if people want ice cream and want to go somewhere late, just hang out and do nothing. Enjoy the little peace that is in this town. It's a place to do it. And also, it's a little bit of a store. But I think that closes up. Whoop, puddle. I think it closes up the actual store part earlier. And the ice cream part stays up late. I'll find out when I get there. Again, if it's not busy. And this is a beautiful summer afternoon. Kids are out of school. You know that. And I hate it. I like it when children aren't running around all the time. I may hate buses during the school year. They always clog up the roads, so to speak. But the kids aren't around during the day. Now they are. You see them at grocery stores with their parents, regular stores, I'm sure. I don't go to regular stores very often. They're loud, they're rambunctious. There are too many parents out there that won't give a fuck about that. Oh, you know what? We'll do a detour. We'll do a little detour. It's going to be a pain in the ass for me, but that's fine. We'll still end up where I want to go. We're just not going to be on the main road. It's actually the road I like to go on overall, but it's also very much a side road. I have a little trouble remembering where it is. It's not this one, I know that. But it comes up pretty early. Yes, we're going uphill still. I'm going to have to go downhill and then uphill again. We're going to be closer to the water level here. So I hope you'll enjoy this little detour, which is going to add maybe a mile. It's almost the same distance. But there is like going down and going back up, which is the extra time. And extra something else. Oh, goodness. If only I could drop to first gear right now. That did nothing. It's not even making noise this time. It's refusing. I thought if I was on the lower gear, it would shift easier, but it's not doing it at all now. Awesome. Hopefully it's just oil. Well, here we go. I don't know if you can read that sign. Audubon Wildlife Refuge. That's a cool little place. You got to go there when it hasn't rained for a few days because it's pretty marshy. Then we're going to head down that way and go past it. Turning right. There we go. Home for sale. We can check that out on the internet if we want. Or this is all downhill, so get ready. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. We are going south again though. Just have to wear field something right there. There we go. That's what 5? Yeah, it is. Nail it. Second gear 5. Now we're gonna. There's a little farm here, by the way, on my left and on the side. Big field. There we go. Oh yeah, it smells like marsh around here. Hard to explain that smell. The easiest way to think of it is it's like wet dirt. Wet, sticky earth. That's what it is. Marsh. That's technically on our right. It is on our right. You won't get a good view of it. But here we're passing it now. And it is all marsh. Ooh. Sounds like some kind of falcon, maybe? I don't recognize it. The urge to stop and use the app on my phone is strong. But I won't. I'll save that for when I'm not riding. I'm going to wonder about that scenario we just rode past for a minute. I will never know. I will never know. Some strange chance of looking at videos on YouTube that are about Tiverton River Island, which I do. Occasionally, I like to know more about where I live. There's a lot I do not know. But it sounded like he was doing some kind of... The music was playing with some kind of hip-hop or rap. More hip-hop. But, that lady that was definitely filming. Hello. To my right, just in time to see a car. 25 miles an hour on this road, look at that. Alright, they turned left. We're good. I was hoping I wouldn't have a car next to me. And here's the wind catching up again. Because once again, we're going south. Which is the direction the wind is coming from. What's going on here? There's a house, or is it a... It's got 4 garage doors? 3? Sorry, 3. It's odd. Got some little cottages around here. It was construction, alright. I'm looking at this house like, what's going on? You have 3 garage doors. Well, you see. And now you're also saying that there's no line at all. You can't even walk, ride the rope. This is gonna get tight real quick. This guy's meandering around here talking on his phone. Those pants are impressive. Sorry, shorts are impressive. This is where a lot of rich houses are. Haven't gotten away from that yet. Indian gardens. Oh, there's some vegetables there. Wait. Vegetables. We got the produce to the people showed up today, so I got some potatoes, a couple bananas, a head of lettuce so I can make a salad, which I'm still not used to doing that. Brian, 46 years old, still doesn't really know how to make his own salad. So I always buy the pre-packaged ones. Just eat those. But now I have a vinaigrette, some croutons. I feel like I should have some kind of cheese as well, but I don't know what it is. It's usually because I have romaine. I like to have Caesar salad typically, but I didn't do that. I wanted to go with something a little summery. Another human being in my way, lovely. Could be a vehicle now. Alright, that's bad. They waved at me, that's fine. Looks like we got plants on our left. Are those potatoes? I'm gonna steal some. No, I'm not. I'll give you a glance. You get to see some craziness I get to see. Again, I wish I could have a camera that's pointing the other way without it being insane, but here you go. That's kind of neat. Field. I feel like those are probably potatoes. I don't see the flowers, so I'm not sure. Maybe soybeans for all I know. Untold. It's technically called Secana River. It is not a river. It is something else that's much harder to remember. But it's one of those areas where the salt from the ocean water meets regular land water, so they mix together. I'm not sure what that's called. Alright, I'm going to give you the view for a second here. I also need to stop to read what's been typed or chatted. Why is this car having to be in the way? Fine. We gotta have some rough road here. Sorry. Not even a road, that's why it's so still. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the breeze also, it's crazy. Let me see. Should catch up. 7 minutes, nice. That's pretty fast. Like and subscribe, everyone, if you like scenic views like this. It's pretty good, right? That way is the ocean. And you can see by the color of the water, kind of, that's ocean water mixed in with regular. Get this from here. I don't like doing many stops because I like to keep going, but there you go. You got this wooden beam in the way because it's technically a bridge, but you can see all that green there. That's actually grass that's growing out of the water. Probably some moss. But it's all this marshland. People don't usually see it. Car. I was in the road a little bit, I had to move. Yeah, and on the right is what the view we were looking at earlier, so this bridge is really nice. Come on, walk in. Come on, come on. Let's go on here. There we go. One of my favorite areas to both drive through and bike. And as I said, I haven't been this way in a while and I missed it. Gas prices haven't helped. So any super chats or anything are appreciated. More so now than ever before. It's wild. Also birthday month, there you go. That's the main reason I'm thinking about it. We have gotten a pretty stellar gift this year. It's been really nice to play games without it struggling. Playing games I couldn't even play on my other desktop. Set up the other desktop somehow because I do not have the code for Photoshop 7. I have the CD-ROM. I talked about this on stream, I think. The CD-ROM for Adobe Photoshop 7, which I use to manage the channel's graphics, like making logos and the little emotes, and also, most importantly, the Patreon thanks at the end of my streams and end of my videos. I haven't been able to change it because a certain someone upped their rank and they decided to donate more money to support the channel and myself. And I haven't been able to change the name to the new name because of the switch to the other newer computer and a lack of code, which I do have somewhere, I hope. Yeah, the good thing is it's made me panic and feel a desperate need. Hey, we got some white cranes on this. You can't see them. There's large reeds in the way. If you want to, again, find some proof that there's a marshy area. Imagine the fishing around this area would be better. area, that little ridge. If you come here and go, I'm going to keep doing that for whatever reason. Gear number 1 has decided to be more difficult. And I think it's because I didn't bother to oil the chain. And it knows that. It's like, you were supposed to oil this before you left, but you left because you didn't have the time to do it. I also was uncertain, most importantly. I saw a bike on the back of the oil bottle I have. And I didn't want to risk it without being able to read the text. And the entire thing, a big ass barcode sticker on it, I have to peel off, which of course is not peeling off at all. This is what I'm talking about, everyone. I can be on the road like this. Oh, my favorite. I'll explain something up ahead here. Is that Sugar Kitty again? Hello, Sugar Kitty. Yeah. Can't see what you read or wrote. Let me get in the shade. The beach is worth the time, yeah. Especially now. Like, no one's really... This is one of those ones that not many people know about unless they live here. There's no one going to that beach really on purpose. Unless they're local. One thing I have to show you guys eventually is there's a beach much further down. I'll try to swing by it someday. But it's really nice. It basically just sticks out into this kind of river. And it's much closer to the ocean. I can point the direction I would have to go. There's another mini mansion on my left here. See that grass? That's their front yard. We'll take a peek. It's hard to miss. I think one of the guys who lives here, I think I've seen him numerous times around town. There you go. Look at that craziness. All of that is his yard. Ridiculous. Oh shoot, I should have had some water. That's fine. I don't want to try to drink my water again while riding. I dropped the bottle last time. I dropped it one time out of who knows how many. But it's all banged up now and I have to think about getting a new one. I have to think about really getting a true bicycle bottle. I don't have any that are up to snuff. I just don't like them. I don't like the nipple part. That's cute. I'm all about the nipple. Everyone should be able to show off their nipples in my mind. But you have to like squeeze it to get the water out and not suck on it, which is the impulse I have to do. And it just seems to get water everywhere. You know, I'll have some water before I turn left here. I'm going to need it. So, if I wanted to go to this other beach, which again, we'll see someday, not anytime soon, I would have to continue down that way. Like we're at a stop sign right now. And I would just have to keep going straight. And eventually, if I go the right way, near the end of it, actually no, I just have to keep following it. It would bring me almost right to it. It turns up ahead though. Maybe a mile or two. Didn't even stop. Stop sign right there. And because in a little quiet town, you can obviously see where the cars are coming out. There's either this way or the direction. Yeah, Michelle. Hello. Live long and prosper. Another massive property on our left here. I won't show you this one because I need to keep moving. I'm thinking about ice cream. I'm thinking about chocolate milkshake, everybody. Oh gosh. Normally, going to a place like this, I'd get a cookies and cream milkshake, but they always have the the cookie sitting at the bottom, which is just going to be a pain while riding. So make regular hard ice cream chocolate milkshake. So I'm not going to slam out like And there's a lot of trees and stuff. Another mini mansion on my right here. They're not even like fancy looking mansions. They're more like, what do they call it, a townhouse? They're cozy looking is the way. But mansions usually look a bit too much. But these places have like the cottage style and even a little bit of impact from colonial structures. Like the roof's a certain way, the windows look a certain way. Now this one on my left looks like it has a smaller house right next to it. Or a politics. All down here. That was close. I was looking at the gear and didn't see all that sand. I hope you guys felt that, because I sure did. I gotta pay more attention to the road and not look at the gears. I was switching to third. Oh, you know what? I think, no, wait a minute, there it is. I'm trying to see if I can remember this road. And I swore, I'm like, I know it was an uphill part, right? It's one of those roads that goes down and then up again. On both ways. Here comes the up again part. It's not brutal, but it's long. And we'll get to the intersection of from hell. Not from hell, it's just annoying. And we'll get a good view of the ice cream place. See if it's worth stopping. Yeah. Oh, look, more holes in the road. You don't see that. That's epic. Alright, cool. This is it. This is the worst of the hill. So, none. There's no real hill here. There's a little bit. Pedal a little harder. Nothing bonkers. Oof. Ooh, she didn't wave at me. Oh, crap. I have to get the light. Please, damn it. I gotta wait. That's loud. I don't know if this guy's gonna be an asshole or not. Probably not. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Fine. You guys get to stop for a minute. Ooh-cha.
all with.
Don't want to buy me a milkshake?
They're sorry for apple.
Oh, exciting. It's called Gray's Ice Cream. I think you can see the sign there. Like and subscribe if you like ice cream.
This is the good stuff. People watching.
Yeah. they got uncomfortable for me. I'm like, oh, if a couple people in front of me is fine, and then more people showed up. Get me out of here. So, I have a cup holder, two of them, and this fits right inside that one. Second one. Snake egg ice cream, nice. You have some weird ones. Terrible times. Terrible. Thank you for showing up and chatting. Like and subscribe. Stop. Give me some peace, please. Car showed the truck was there. I was like, absolutely not. I think we were smoking too. But, oh. They used to have a drive-thru. A drive-thru window right there. I didn't know that. Hilarious. Not anymore. Why? I'll show you. That's why. Here, there's clearly a gate there in the trash. Oh my God, so worth it. I'm sorry. Let's get moving. Drank about half of that real quick. I'm surprised my brain doesn't hurt. I'm not surprised. I don't get that for some reason. I'll never know. But I don't freeze. I get my throat tightens up when it gets too cold. It goes, which I don't know if that's better or worse, but brain freeze sounds pretty awful. So if my throat tightens up and feels too cold, that's fine. I avoid doing that. Oh, the sun's starting to get real low. The sun's getting real low. There we go. If you were here last time, this should look a little familiar. I'm gonna take my shades off, actually. Hopefully I won't forget they're in my pockets. It feels a little weird. I have my shades on. I was gonna say, I'm sure that person was joking about the snake egg, but it reminded me that place is open all year. They take holidays off and such, but around the colder months, they have eggnog ice cream, and it's pretty good. Then, but if you want to be around here in the winter and get eggnog ice cream, you can. And I think they have some kind of peppermint one around that time of year. I'm not sure though. I can easily say like a vanilla or peppermint ice cream, like just add a couple of drops of peppermint and vanilla, and then put little crunched up pieces of candy cane. Oof. Not my favorite, but it sounds pretty good. Oh my God, here we go. This is uphill, by the way. Not more obvious. Once again, we can't go to the lowest gear, which is awful. And that is going to be a major problem later. I like the lowest gear when I'm going uphill. A lot. It's already been about an hour. I'd say we're there for about 10-15 minutes, something like that. It felt a lot longer to me. And if you didn't catch it, The young lady there, who I think was in high school. So lady is a strong term, but she complimented my mustache. That happens a lot. I kind of like it. Mustache's in kind of rough shape right now, and I need to shave. I'm in a bit of a mess at the moment. So there's a shower and a shave when I get back. For certain. And then figure out dinner. I won't be back until close to 8 p.m. If we're lucky, we'll get home before it gets too dark. Yeah. A little higher. Back road, but it's still a busy one, unfortunately. I might need to drink some more water. Drinking a frap leaves a lot of residue in your mouth. I'm talking like, Roots Farm. Enjoy the smiley carrot. The devil's carrot. What the hell happened to the lawn? It doesn't matter. It never mattered. I think I know, or used to know, the guy who lives here on my right. Again, you can't see it, of course, but it's either that house or this house. It might be this one. No, there we go. It might be that one. Someone I used to work with. I swear I saw him in Aldi's not long ago. But he didn't recognize me, so I didn't recognize him. He was not someone I really enjoyed working with. I didn't dislike him. It was like There's the fire trucks on the right there. Looks like they have an ambulance too. The garage doors are open there. I don't know if that's an actual station or what. I assume it has to be if they have the vehicle there. But it looks very strange. Oh god, look at this hill. Twisty turdy. Once again, riding the line. There's no room. I have to wonder if it's a Rhode Island thing, because it's a very, what's the correct word I want to use here? Everything's kind of smushed together is the way, is a word for it, I don't remember what it is. Congested isn't it, but it is, the places where people live are kind of packed together. Not severely. I mean, obviously you've seen mansions here that have ginormous yards. But at least in the case of the road, they keep it small. And I don't know if it's a Rhode Island thing or this is something like everywhere. But I do know, after looking it up, there is some kind of, I don't know what to call it, I don't know the word. My brain isn't working now. So it's on standby because I'm writing. It is a something. Something that is people who do a certain thing. That is not a business. It's like a non-profit or a private sort of venture of some sort. They don't make money off it really, but they're trying to make change at the politic level, I think, or the state level. And one of those is for more access to biking on roads. Because I was like, there's got to be something. There is. We do have a small amount of bicycle roads. Like I said, some parts of Main Road are pretty good. But truly, the town I live in, at least, really need to step up their game. And I think there's plans to do so with Northern Tiverton, because they do have sidewalks in the main road, but they need more sidewalks on busy streets. One of those busy streets is the one I live off of. As I said earlier, it needs another stop sign because they actively put police on that road, specifically because people go too fast. So it's a known thing. Like the cops will like park on that road right near where my apartment is, like the intersection. They go a little further down, and that intersection needs a stop sign. So they're just waiting for people to go too fast. They don't have a stop sign there. So they're just like, yeah, it's fine. We're going to zip down this road, and we're going to get them. Instead of, they are zipping down this road, let's put in an additional stop sign here so they don't do that. And also, the fact that there's not one, but 2 apartment buildings. So there's a good amount of people who chickens who frequently go out that way. And you think there's more safety precautions are needed, especially when they know there's people who zip down that road too fast. It's not an unknown. They definitely do it because they know people go too fast, but they don't correct the problem. And there needs to be a sidewalk there. It's a one-way road, so it's definitely big enough. It's not a small one-way road. It could be a two-way road. It just isn't. Once again, the fact that there are 2 apartment complexes there indicates that people are going to be walking around, moving around, or riding their bike by time. So it's big. It's one of those, I think once you get a certain age, and you've lived somewhere long enough, you're like, I want to change stuff around here. There's things I've seen here that are just annoying and could be changed, but who's going to do it? And then you get ideas like me where it's like, well, who do I talk to? Who do I have to harass to get it done? And that's the unfortunate part. It's borderline harassment for anything that happened. I also have that problem with my apartment complex. I have to harass management knowing they won't do anything. The main entrance from the parking lot has been broken for almost the entire time I've lived there, which is approximately 15 years. And the parking lot has not been repaved and repainted since I moved in there, which has been 15. So that you can't even see the lines for the parking spots anymore. You can't see the crosswalk. It's gone. I love noisy vehicles. Oh, they got a little library. Those are cute. Do you guys have those around where you live? Again, you have to assume people will be walking past here, so you see these little tiny things that have books in them that people can come out and just try and read them and hopefully return them, but I don't know how that works. Like, who's going to keep track? Someone comes in, takes a book, and never comes back, or come back and takes another one, you know? Take all. I assume they're not really super exciting books, but you can at least look. I would go to the regular library for that instead of some random little one by the road, but in a pinch, I suppose, like kids or something would do that, if there are kid books in there, for that matter. Oh, we're going so slow. It's all uphill. I'm going uphill for a minute here. I'm just reminding myself, going the other way was really nice on Saturday. It was all downhill. But it's all uphill in this direction. We did take a slight detour, so this is not exactly the same. I gave you guys a little bit of a treat. I gave myself a little treat. These 250th flags are absurd. Look at this. Look at this patriotism. Sticking your old dirty flags out like it's a good thing. Again, if you see an American flag a number of times, replace it with the swastika, the Hitler flag, and it looks quite different. You look at that and go, oh, maybe this isn't so good to have this many flags. It feels a little, you gotta change your mentality on it just for a second and then think about it. I hate using that analogy, but it's the easiest one that gets the most attention. You look at American flags, a lot of them around, flag waving galore, you can see them as the Hitler Germany flag gives you a different perspective, because if you like flags that much and put them everywhere, and we're doing the same thing, not a great idea. Alright, we're turning left finally. A little more chill road, I think. Let's slow down. I gotta stop. No behind me, we're good. Can't tell. I'm gonna jump in front of the car. So now we just passed that old school convenience store that has a counter in there, like the 1950s or the 40s. I don't know what was the thing. It's got that like soda stream shop sort of thing. The soda shop where you go in and they have those round chairs or stools at a counter. People would pour you a soda. It was also a pharmacy. Way back, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, that's there. And there is I think it's preschool or kindergarten. I think preschool place there too. Super annoying to go near it during the days where school is in session, you know. Although they might be going there now. I don't know how children's stuff works. Like young children, I don't know what that's like. Obviously. Because when I think of my early days of preschool, the warmer months were there. I don't really remember being at that place during colder months. But that's a distant memory, where I can only remember most of it from pictures that my parents have, that I've seen, of me being a very young child. I definitely have pictures when I was graduating preschool. Because of course they did. We're still not 100% sure if the back light is working, but I also kept trying to look at it in the wrong place. So it's actually closer to the spokes on the back wheel, which I definitely cannot see while riding. Even if I try to look, my body's in the way. Know where it's located. Ugh. Don't get blinded by the lighting anymore. We'll be fine. I'm tempted to put my sunglasses back on. We're in the shade mostly because that weren't obvious. To the point where I'm always tempted to put the light on, just for visibility's sake. One thing we're going to be doing night riding eventually, for the record, because and the class I go to is at like 5:45. I have to get there by 5:30 just to be on time. So we will be riding in the dark eventually. I'm not a fan of that, but I have the light, so we're good there. Thanks to Kathy Huey, I think. I don't remember if I bought the light. I think I did. Kathy Huey has contributed a lot to this biking adventures, though. Like she bought my gloves. She bought the reflectors I have on my wheels. And there's something else. Oh yeah, the thing you're on right now. So you can watch me ride. It's a little bulky, but I can move it around a good deal. I can't make it any really stuck with this view. That is the best view I can get for the moment. I don't know if it's crooked or not. It's hard to see. I have to put myself at a very specific angle to reach chat. It doesn't look like it's moved. Hold on. Okay, it hasn't. Good. So anyway, when it gets dark and colder, I'm gonna have to wear heavier stuff, which will suck. But you know, staying warm is important. And I do have a reflective coat. It's like that neon yellow that I can wear. So not only will I have the lights, I will have wearing a sweater. Like, I'll probably have my regular fitness wear, and I will have. I'll have to think about putting on the. I don't know if it'll work. I have. I don't know, leg warmer leggings or something like that, or bicycle leggings. Put those on when it's cold. But the thing attaches you by stretchiness. I don't know if it will fit or stay on. I remember they didn't stay on great. At least the ones I purchased didn't. I think those are in my bag. Well, the arm ones probably are, but I don't know if the late ones are. Oh, we already passed the place. There's a place that has horses and a donkey, I think, around here somewhere. Or at least they used to. I saw them years ago. Is it here on the left? I'm imagining things. It's a big, expensive house right there. Area. Be a fish road instead we're going backwards what I've done before. We're still a pretty good ways off. I do get to be on the road here for a minute. There's a car coming up behind me. But for now, at least, I can be there to what's going to change. Looking at the rear view and seeing something come. It does make me think. I'm starting to see cars with the lights on. That means I should probably turn mine too. Even though I think I can be seen fairly easily. It is getting shady. Road, why? Once again, I can't even ride the line here. Ride the tightrope because it barely exists. You have these moments right here where I just ride the road. This is the best. This is the best. I am the vehicle on the road. No one else is around. I have to think about it. It's the best. It's best when no other cars are around because I'm the only vehicle to worry about. I can take the whole road. Well, obviously not the other side of the road. We're going to dump. This ass could be hit by a car. In this regard, it's great. What's everyone having for dinner? I'm trying to think about that now. I'll probably do. I have some protein pasta and I have meatballs. That's pretty good. You add Parmesan to that. The sauce. It's stellar. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that or not. It takes a little while, like 18 minutes to do the meatballs in the stove. I'm kind of curious what an air fryer would do to that. I'd spend the 46-year-old Brian should get another cooking appliance. Because if it becomes so mainstream, like everything's go downhill. Woo! Everything seems to have I think the idea is, my understanding, you put a little bit of oil into it and then it kind of carefully soaks it in the air and the temperature rather than it being dumped in oil. It's my very basic understanding of the idea. Get this. I wish I did. I wish I could be the only one on the road all the time. But this is luck. I'm gonna have to take my free break a little bit while we're on these back roads. Is that car gonna come behind here? I assume it will. This is sort of the way back to the main drag. Yeah, the artery is really big. Everybody, I hear them long before I see them. Sometimes. Most of the time, I do have this rear view mirror, which makes it super easy to see everything behind me. If I have it set up right, which is typically the issue. Part of my arm tends to show up in it, which is really annoying, but I guess it's fine. As long as I can see behind me at a glance, we're good. Alright, not enough cars have their lights on yet. Me to really consider this. We're going to be turning left at some point soon. I think we're going slightly downhill again. Not pedaling, so we're definitely not quite flat. Yeah, we're going down a little bit. Awesome. Love that. Love that for us. I could kick things up a bit. Seatbelts do save lives. Everyone, if you don't wear a seatbelt, you're an idiot. Alright, that's just facts. Again, if you don't like it, that's bad. It doesn't change the facts. We're turning left right here, so slow down a bit. Still. I didn't slow down. It's fine. It's fine. This area's a little swampy. Worried about mosquitoes. I got bit something on Saturday, I think. There's that spot on my leg, and I'm just going like, what the heck? Oh, that's right. I made the mistake of going outside in a forested area in the summer, in the evening time. This is where they're out. Basically, they're all just coming to get me. I have an appointment tomorrow. I don't know if I'm not looking forward to it. It's a... How many of you guys see a urologist? You should, if you're my age. I think mostly a little older, but I got family history stuff to keep an eye on. That dude knows what I'm talking about. That's the third time I've seen this person. I'm trying to remember, her last name really stuck out to me it's a her. For someone who knows more about that area of the body than I do. As a reminder, I see female doctors because they're not as much of an asshole typically. I know it's a bit of a stereotype, but male doctors, they can be a little bit of a know-it-all. At least they think they know it all, which can bother me greatly. Whoa. Sorry about that. Made myself paranoid about my exposed legs in the area we're riding through. I'm not getting through it fast enough, so let's do this. This is uphill though. God. No one broken ankle? Question mark? We're alright. I don't know when they show up. Oh, that was there was a piece of something on the side of the road there. I hope the connection's sticking still. You know, it sort of fades in and out. There's more holes in the road also. Love that for us. And here we are going uphill. Yeah. And this was the lower gear. I didn't want to. We're good, we're good. One little over. Let's load lowest we can be at the moment, since it still doesn't want to switch to 1. Gotta wait till we get away from this foresty area. So again, this is kind of what I'm looking for. It's obvious. Open road. No one else around. My favorite. Absolute favorite. It's the one time I feel some degree of peace. I know no one's around. And then someone shows up. And it's gone. But, thankfully because of the road we're on, it's only temporary. Once again, there's no one around. I have the peace of being alone. Alone with no one else around, I should say. Well, there are people in houses around me, that doesn't count. As long as they're not outside and not looking at me, we're fine. What is that? Why did that song pop in my head all of a sudden? Yeah, down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do as he please. Come together. What? Where did that come from? I'm not even sure if that's 100% sure what band that is even. There's 2 I want to say, and neither of them feel quite right. I won't say anything. You tell me. You know that song, which I think, or that's going to be spinning through my head for a while now. Once we get out of this all foresty tree-like area, there's no one around or something. Maybe. I'm not sure what the speed limit is. I haven't even seen a sign. Or actually, I haven't noticed it. There's the swamp water. Marsh, sorry. Be a little closer next time, please. Yeah, diesel. Everybody, don't buy a truck. Just don't. You don't need one. If you work in construction or something, I get it, but don't buy a Hummer, don't buy a big-ass truck. No one's going to think better of you for it. Gas prices are insane. Get an electric vehicle, just don't get into thinking Tesla. That's all. Get a hybrid even if you want. That was one of my, I guess it's a sad decision. But then once I saw red, my car, the price it was at, the mileage it was at, I'm like, okay, that's the one. That's the one right there. I'm gonna go get it. But it's gas powered. It's 2014. We weren't really doing electrical then. So the next car I get, which I hope I never have to do, honestly. I hope this car lasts till the end of my days. That'd be awesome. So what I had before lasted, was it 18 years, something like that? 2007, and I bought it in 2008. So yeah, long time. But boy, did it get repaired a lot. I don't know, I paid it off, I was happy about that, but then that's when the repairs start. Pay off the car, and now you have to pay for all the repairs. What I'm trying to do, now that the vehicle I own, well, I'm hopefully owning someday, and $180 a month, which is pretty low, so it's going to take a while. But it's been just over a year now? Year and a half, probably. I don't even remember. I know, I think it was the beginning of the year was when I bought, or found that car and went to get it. Got it finally. Took out the loan, put a lot of the money on my credit card, which was stupid, but Because the loan I got was pretty good, actually. I think it only has 7% interest, which is insane. To the point where I'm thinking about going through this bank and be like, hey, if you can give me a lower rate with these guys, I will pay you every month. It'll be a lot, guaranteed. The right now the loan I'm paying off is like $400 a month, which I do not really have. Barely. Like I just paid off last month's loan, like a couple days ago. I paid for it over the weekend, the last little bit. And boy, do they hound me. As soon as like the date to do it goes past, and I haven't paid it in full, phone calls on the regular, automatic phone calls on my ad, which is super annoying. One, I don't want the call because I'm going to pay it, leave me alone. And it's never late. I managed to pay it before that happens. That's a I was to do some credit card debt. That I want to consolidate that big ass loan. It's stupid interest, which I should have looked at that a lot closer at the time. But I'm still coming when it comes to credit cards and loans and APR and interest and all that nonsense. But it's too high. It just is on all my credit cards. Except Venmo, because that one's been very low. But I have used it a couple times lately to buy things I don't need, like games. So I bought a game for another person, which is what I'm playing a little bit lately. Maybe we'll do that tonight, I don't know. It's keeping me up late, unfortunately. Yeah. That's the way I look when I go on my bike downhill. I'll crutch down so I'm going as fast as I can. Which you can't see, but it's what happens. Where are we at? Can't see the things that are 150. All right. So it's almost 8 o'clock, I think. Get a little further here, and then I'm gonna have a drink of this milkshake. I'm sure it's melting ridiculously fast. I want to drink it before it gets weird. I think just past this house will do. We're still going uphill a little bit. No extremes, but we got a few more of these to deal with. Is that place which has a very large, I guess, parking spot off of the road? That looks weird. Fairy garden here on the left. Okay. Past this one. Past one. Tall grass here. Past this. I don't want to be in the front of someone's yard. You know? As I said earlier, there's a lot of houses around here. Switched together. A little bit beware of dog sign. I do have a there is horses or farm animals on the left. Smell it. It's never fun. I think I've seen horses there. We're gonna stop right up here. Eggs for sale. It's being watched. I love seeing that. It's like, we got free, you can buy eggs here, but also you're on camera, so don't steal them. Oh, gotta take a moment. Get this milkshake sorted out. Oh god, the top came off. Oh no, there's a dog nearby. Dogs? Sorry, I'm not in front of that house anyway. Go away. Why is this not coming out of here? There we go. Something difficult. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Sorry, you're looking at the grass now. Top of this came off. this is so good. I'm going to finish it off. Drinking it like water, which I'm not doing. Oh my gosh. Sugoi. Sugoi. Hello there. Hello from London. Whiskey newspaper, welcome. Like and subscribe. Oh, please. Oh, Jesus. Slug of some water and we'll be on our way again. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. We got here at a bit of a pause. I had to finish the frap we got, which was amazing. It was chocolate. Oh yeah, that's better. Definitely need to get a water bottle that'll handle being picked up from a bike ride. The one I have just isn't meant for it. Oops, okay. There we go. Christ. They're good. I'm gonna put that one's there. Hopefully no more stops until I get back home. Oh, okay. Sorry, my brain was doing a thing. I was thinking like, oh God, these hills up ahead. We're not going back that way. Oh. There's still some hills. Good thing is we're turning left up here. And it's a hill we climbed up last time I was here. Whew. All is well. Thanks for popping in from London. It's late over there, huh? You're up late. I mean, isn't 7 o'clock like midnight? We got more dogs. Oh no. Oh, vicious. There's a chain link fence. I'm not worried about it. Hello! Hello! Oh, wow. There's like 4 dogs. Pork. You don't scare me. Alright. Looks like we got technically lucky as long as he's not turning right. Going straight or turning left would be ideal. I gotta wait till this light turns green. Oh, I might need my shades again. We're going back into the sun. Shite. Turn left. Oh, let's turn it right. Cool. Oh, God. There's the sun. It's not blinding me. It's mostly behind the trees, but it's just because I like my eyes. They're blue, by the way. No one's ever noticed. Blue with some green flecks and yellow. Yellow flecks. Trust me, I looked at them close up just to find out. I got wonky eyeballs. Yeah. And then, yeah. There you go. Okay. Now we're on it. This is the final road until, well, not the final road. It's the road before the road that gets to my apartment. If that make any sense at all. And there are hills. Not as bad in some spots, but they're there. But at the very least, the hills are nothing like on the main road, which is just pretty rough. Riding the line. Here comes some sun. There we go. Edward said something. Yeah. I love when they speed up when they're right next to me. That's always fun. Yeah, consider becoming a channel member or joining us as a patron on Patreon. Like and subscribe. There you go. I did all the things I'm supposed to say. At least for a little while. Anyone joining up is amazing. I heard this song for 1 minute now, it's stuck in my head. I don't even know what the song is, I just know that little part. I was guaranteed it was some Instagram version. My shoulders are tight. I do tense my shoulders a lot, so I have to be careful of that. Riding on a road does not make that better. Trying not to have tense shoulders, it's not easy. Part of me is like, you're next to traffic. Any second now you could get hit by a car. But thank you, stop that. I am aware of that. It hasn't happened yet, but it should be okay. Alright, I see cars with the lights on. Yeah, my turn. My turn to turn my light on. It used to be that much more visible. And you can't see it, but it's on now. Another reason why I need to get a portable battery for my bike is so I can recharge this light if I need to. I don't know how long it lasts. And what I'm doing right now is when I got it straight out of the box. I haven't actually charged it officially. It just seems to be working, which is great. It's worked for at least an hour, maybe more, when we were riding around this time last time. Yep. About to 8 o'clock. And what's very strange, but also perfectly normal. The last time I rode an evening ride like this, this late, it was approximately 8:20 p.m. is when the sun would set. That was like a week ago. I can smell some flour there. Like 8-leaf flour, not flour itself, as the thing used to make, actual flowers. What was I saying? Shoot. Nope. I was saying something important, I got distracted by the smell of flowers. Ah, yes, there it is. So it was setting at 8:20 p.m. last time. It's like a week later. It's setting at 8:18. So for those who aren't aware, the summer solstice means less summer. We got to the peak, and that's the summer solstice, where it's the longest day and the shortest night. Now we're going in reverse. Slowly but surely, we are going in reverse. Oh man, this is gonna suck. I don't know what it is about this part, but it's awful. We're also in a heavy traffic zone. It's not great. Yeah. Riding the line. What a pain. I'm not actually riding a line. If there's any space next to this line, I'm on it. I seem to have to ride the line a little bit too often. This is fine. Here's the thing. On the other side, nothing. If I were riding the other way, which I've done numerous times, I would absolutely be riding the line. Blows. Look, it's coming up again. Getting closer and closer to the highway, and less space for me to ride. Oh, and on our right here, which you can't see, that's where my earliest fitness place used to be until she moved and then eventually shut it all down. However, I'm lucky enough that even though that happened, someone else that I know started up their own studio, and that's where I go now, twice a week at least. I want to go 3 times a week, but again, can't afford it. That is all mom and pop KillCo supporting me in my fitness/mental health journey. They're very kind. And I feel very indebted to them. I wish I could do more. Finding riding my bicycle is a little therapeutic when I just start talking out loud for things. Like that one. That one is where I feel guilt and shame, since I am not in a position to have enough money to help my parents out, so they don't have to worry about it anymore. However, I am also keenly aware that a lot of people are in that situation right now. Working their ass off and still not making enough to stay above water. It's awful. So I'm trying to keep perspective. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is the part where they get onto the highway and there's rocks everywhere. Now one more. And this is uphill. That isn't been noticed. A long uphill. We're already on it. I don't know why it wears me down so fast. It always seems to. This is more of an incline than it looks like. That's my only analysis. Yeah. We're going up now. We're going to go up even sharper. Just up ahead. It's too low for the moment. Oops. Park and ride. So if you didn't know, park and ride can double as a place to sleep in your car. Don't tell anyone. I've seen RVs parked with them too, plenty of times. Usually the smaller ones, the bigger ones stick out a bit too much. And they have the option of boondocking, which is nice. Alright, here we go. This is where I slow down a great deal. Unfortunately. Lowest gear on number 2. Really wish I could switch to number 1. But it's just not having it. I'm just going to stay on it. If I'm lucky it'll switch. If not, well, that's okay. I'll pretend it feels lower. What's making it not switch? I swore if I was on the lowest setting, it would do it. Now it's just being a pain. I'm going up this very difficult hill. I'm not on the lowest gear. Fine. We'll do this then. Ow. We're good. Yeah, that's the part I don't like. We're on a less bad part, but we're still going uphill a little bit. sun is setting to my left. So we are heading north. And I'm not, doesn't seem to be as much of a breeze. But again, we're also surrounded by trees at the moment. So I like this road. There's a thing I have about this road now, however, which is, I feel like they changed the speed limit. It used to be for this part that we're on now, 35 miles an hour. That's what it was and has been for as long as I've lived here. However, recently I looked at a sign, which we just passed actually, that says 25. Yeah. I got distracted by a text message. So I don't know if they've changed the entire street to be 25 miles an hour or what. But so far, there's another apartment building being built on my left. So again, more traffic. And that's the only reason I can think they'd want to lower it. Because it's being built and they'll need to slow traffic down because there's going to be more traffic here. But until Google Maps tells me different. If it keeps telling me it's 35 here, it's 35 here. It does switch to 25 up ahead though, which is good. This road gets very windy, as you'll see. It's one of those roads I can't really sit in the middle of much. It's good right now, but I also can't see behind me very far. A car could pop up at any second. A little more in the road, but I guarantee what's coming up behind me. Yep, there it is. Sideline. Good. My knees bother me. That's great. That's fun. That's fine. I've started to go over my head at least. Not exactly out loud, but ever since I got the shoulder/pectoral issue, it's more pectoral than shoulder really, but it affects that area. I've thought to myself, what next? You know, what else is going to get screwed up? I know for my dad, he had to have knee surgery and back surgery. That was a whole, he injured himself, I think, somehow. And that was much younger than I am now. I'm not worried too much about it. Well, especially with all the fitness stuff I do. I admit my lower back bothers me just a smidge when I wake up in the morning. Because I sleep on my back. So that's fine, I guess. That's a mild annoyance as you get older. But I'm like, well, my hands maybe? My hands will bother me probably at some point. They bother me a little bit now. I can still do everything I do, but now that I've been playing computer games more often while streaming, and especially with some of these games that don't offer auto walk or auto move, I'm actively holding down one button a lot. And I've been pushing that button down for decades playing games. And lately it's bothered me a little bit after I do it too much. It's fine now. But because I have to walk in a lot of the games. So we'll probably be back just before it starts getting dark. I guess it's already there. The sun's pretty much on its way. But we still got about part of the ride. I can be at a higher gear, and there's plenty of roads that have hills. And not ones that really have to go up. Like this is a slight hill. Oh, and as I was saying, I'm wondering why my left knee is starting to bother. Maybe I'm pushing down too hard. Or maybe I'm just 46 and that's something that happens now. Maybe it'll rain tomorrow. My leg's telling me that. People say a lot of things about this kind of weeks. I don't think any of them are true. Here's a hill. Goddamn nothing. I'm hungry. Got a little bit of it up here, and this part sucks, I think. Where's the next one? Hold on, let's see. Now this is the bump. You don't feel that when you're in a bike. But there's a little ditch there. Oh, this is far. We got this solid steel bar on the right, and all these branches sticking out. So I can't even be on that side of the line. I really wish the town would do something about that, but oh well. If they're not making it us to do this, cyclists, they're not going to bother with that at all. Alright, coming up on the last little push. Oh, this is actually a route, I forgot. Stops. But on the app I'm using, there's a segment here, and it'll tell you if you're the fastest one to do it or not. Oh, completely hollow victory. It's still good. Hold on. Turning left here. Ooh, we gotta go down lower. There we go. No one's coming, no one behind me, no one in front of me. That big turn left. I'm almost done. 25 miles an hour. This is the road I was talking about. This is a one-way road. Ridiculous. It's huge. Huge, I tell you. Alright. Once I turn right and stop, we're done. Looks like a phone's starting to conk out on me here. Hold on. It's almost, I'm sure it's almost dead. Let's see. I'll get a little further than this so when it runs the corner doesn't slam into me. Alright, we're done. What's my phone doing? We made it. It's been just 2 hours and 18 minutes. That's a little more than 18 miles. Let you know what it is. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. I'll see you out there. Goodbye. Here we go.